So in unit 3, you will be having major 6 types of questions. First type, solve is given to you, f of d into y is equals to e power x will be given, e term will be given to you, or any constant term will be given to you. E power x or any number like 5, like any other number they will give. Second type of question contains sin x or cos x on right side. Third type contains x power k, means x cube plus x square, any algebraic term they'll give. Then in fourth type, you will be having multiples, two multiples. One will be any function, sin x, cos x, any function. One is compulsory e power x function will be there. So we have to use, so all those methods, we have to use some working rule for it. So first method we will solve f of d into y is equals to e power ax type questions. You will get to know. For this type, first type questions, what you need to remember is, whenever you will find e power ax, first we have to find yc. Yc is particular integral. Then we have to find yp. Yp means this y function is yp, so e power ax divided by this f of d. Then after simplifying, we will get solution set y is equal to yc plus yp. We will understand by one example. So these 4 questions if you will do, you will get correct idea regarding this. So first one, follow each and every step. If you are good in this 4, it will be helpful for other methods also. First thing, whenever any question is in this form given to you, you have to consider, this is operator form, f of d from this one, d square minus 5d plus 6. Sometime d square by dx square is given, this is taken as d square. That question anyhow in other methods I will explain you. After this you have to write auxiliary equation. F of m equals to 0. Means this d value becomes m square minus pi m plus 6 equals to 0. We have to find roots of this one. If we can split this middle term, we can split it and we can write this one, or else minus b plus or minus. Roots formula we can use, minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. If you are good in factorization, better to factorize this. Sometimes factors are not possible, we have to use that formula anyhow. M minus 3 into m minus 2 equal to 0. So this will be m is equals to 2 or m is equals to 3. Two distinct values we got, two different values for m. We have to write this particular integral formula. When we find two different values, c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x. In notes I have given you these formulas. If roots are imaginary, that time what type of formula we have to use for yc. If roots are two common roots are there, anyhow in these 4 questions we'll discuss that. This formula, when we have to use this yc, when we'll find different two distinct roots. So this is c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x. So therefore we got yc value. Now once we get yc value, yp we have to find. So this is complementary function. We have to find particular integral now, yp. E power 4x divided by this value, d square minus 5d plus 6. Now whenever you find any e value and denominator d terms are there, substitute this 4 into this. 4 square minus 5 into 4 plus 6. So e power 4x divided by 16 minus 20 plus 6. 22 minus 20 is 2. E power 4x divided by 2. This is yp. Sometimes if we substitute 4, we will get 0. We will discuss in the next question. If we will get 0, then what we will do and all, that formula you have to remember. Once we get yp value, therefore solution is y is equals to yc plus yp. General solution. Yc c1 e power 2x plus c2 e power 3x plus this value e power 4x divided by 2. We are in this type, first type only. Then we have to discard the second one, d square minus 3d plus 2 into y equal to cos hx. See, sin hx and cos hx functions are there. Then you have to remember these two formulas. Sin hx e power x minus e power minus x divided by 2. And cos hx is e power x plus e power minus x divided by 2. So what we have now, cos hx is there. So immediately hyperbolic function, intermediate first year, last unit. So what we have, cos hx is e power x plus e power minus x divided by 2. Now we have this question, when cos hx is there, immediately convert in this formula. Then similarly, this is operator form, f of d will consider from this one. Once we have f of d value, you can write auxiliary equation f of m equals to 0. This f of d is f of m now. So m square minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. Factorize this. 2 and 1 are the factors. So we will get m into m minus 2 minus 1 into m minus 2. So m minus 2 is m is equals to 2. M minus 1 means m is equals to 1. We got two roots. When we got two different roots, what we will do? We will take yc. c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x. m1 and m2 are both roots we have. So we will write this one as c1 e power 1x plus c2 e power 2x. Any one you can write first or second. This is yc. Once we will get the value of yc, we will find yp now. To find yp, this y is yp suppose. So this is e power x plus e power minus x divided by 2. This value comes here in the denominator. D square minus 3d by 2. Now we have two terms here. Numerator having two terms. So yp what I will do? E power x divided by this value I will take. Better to take 2 common itself. D square minus 3d plus 2 plus e power minus x divided by 2 into d square minus 3d plus 2. Now, once we have this one, two terms, let yp1, first term we will consider as 1. yp1 I am taking. First half, e power 1x divided by 2 into d square minus 3d plus 2. Now, 1 and 2 are factors. You have to remember that yc value. 1 I am substituting in place of d. So first you should substitute in rough column and check what we are getting. 1 square minus 3 plus 2. 2 into 0. So denominator we are getting 0. So what we will do? Immediately we have to write down the factors of it. So what we got, m is equals to 1 and m is equals to 2. That means d minus 1. 2 comes here, d minus 2. So this one we can write in factors as d minus 1 and d minus 2. Now substitute the value a here in place of d, in which we are not getting 0. Here if you will substitute, we will get 0 in the denominator. So what we will do, we will avoid this. 1 we will substitute in place of d. So e power 1x divided by 2 into d minus 1 into 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Now this side. So yp1 we have here. We are here now. Yp1 equals to e power x divided by 2 into minus 1 minus 2 into d minus 1. Now what we will do? Most important point, check it out. Whenever you find any function in this way, we can write this one as 1 by minus 1 by 2, 1 by d minus 1 you can write, and e power 1x. You have to split in this way. One formula is there. 1 by d minus a whole power r into e power ax. is equals to, this r is there, you can write just x power r by r factorial. Then this term, e power ax. Simple formula, what we have, d minus a whole power r into e power ax. So that is just this r, x power r by r factorial. Then this value, this total thing becomes x power r by r factorial. Okay, now I am writing here minus 1 by 2 into, this is r, so x power 1 by 1 factorial into e power 1x as it is. There is no d, that means we got yp1. yp1 equals to minus x e power x by 2. This is yp1. Similarly, we have to find yp2. How to find yp2? This is yp now, yp1 we have already found yp1. Now yp 2, second term, e power minus 1x divided by 2 into d square minus 3d plus 2. Now minus 1, if you will substitute here in place of d, minus 1 square is 1, minus into minus plus 3 plus 2, so we are not getting 0. So yp2 means we will just substitute the value minus 1 in place of d. Minus 1 square, this is plus 3 plus 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 6, 2 is 12, e power minus x divided by 12. So this is yp2. Therefore general solution is y is equals to yc plus yp. We got two factors now, 1 and 2. So that is c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x plus yp1 value, plus of minus is minus x e power x by 2, then plus e power minus x divided by 12. Okay, 2-3 times you can follow this one, you can easily get it. Check this third one, it has cubic variable, d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4 into y equals to e power 2x. So what we'll do here, first we'll take f of d, this is operator form, f of d we'll write, then we'll write auxiliary equation, f of m equals to 0, this is m cube minus 5m square plus 8m minus 4 equals to 0. By trial, m equals to maximum time 1 or minus 1 you will get. If you will take 1 as 0, 1 we will take it 0 here. So by taking m equals to 1, do synthetic division, 1 minus 5 to get remaining roots. 0, 1 1 times 1, minus 4 1 times minus 4, plus 4 1 times plus 4. So constant m square. So this cubic equation will be factorized into two terms now. First one is m minus 1, other one is constant m square. So 1m square minus 4m plus 4 equals to 0. Then this is already 1 is the root, 1 4 the 4, or you can have this one, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is m minus 2 whole square formula. That means m is equals to 1, m is equals to 2 and 2. So we have repeated roots here. So yc equals to, whenever two roots are repeated, c1 plus c2x into e power that repeated root, plus if other root is not repeated, we can write c3 e power m1 is over, so m2x. So this will be yc equals to c1 plus c2x into e power repeated value x plus c3 into e power m2. m2 is this value. This is yc. For yp, what we have, e power 2x we have divided by this function, d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4. See, complementary function is yc. This is particular integral yp. So solution will be combination of sum of particular integral and complementary function. So particular integral, this y value, this value goes to the denominator, f of d, 1 by f of d. Now if I will substitute you, what I'll get, 2 cube 8, 4 5 20, 8 minus 20 plus 16 minus 4. 8 plus 16, 24, this is 24. So 0 in the denominator. So immediately we have to write the factors of this one. How to write factors? These are d values. M is d actually, d minus 1 d minus 2 whole square. Now, after this, what we'll do, see, by substituting 2, by seeing this one, we are getting 0, so we'll not substitute here. We'll get some value other than 0 for this one. We need that other value. For that, what we have to do, factors, write factors of this one, then substitute this 2 into one of the factor in which we are not getting 0. So in which factor we are not getting 0? In first one, 2 minus 1, 1 into d minus 2 whole square. Now we can write this one in order, right, in this way, into e power 2x, because we have a formula of this kind, 1 by d minus a whole power r into e power ax equals to x power r by r factorial into e power ax. Now we are getting 0 by substituting, so we are using this formula. How to write that formula? This power is enough. If you have this power, you can write x power 2 by 2 factorial. That's it. Remaining as it is. 2 factorial is 1 into 2 is 2. E power 2x. This is our yp. Therefore, general solution is y is equals to yc plus yp. Yc value and yp value we have to add, and we have to conclude this. Then the next one. Cubic term. Cubic term means we have 3 roots here. So f of d will write first. Auxiliary equation, f of m equals to 0. M cube minus 4m square equals to 0. M square common, m minus 4 equals to 0. M square equals to 0 or m minus 4 equals to 0. M equal to 0 and 0 or m is equals to 4. Now we have to substitute. We have to use y. We write the formula for yc. When two roots are common, c1 plus c2x into e power repeated value x plus remaining is anyhow c3. If c1, c2 are used, c3 into e power other root x. So we'll write yc now. Yc equals to c1 plus c2x into e power 0x. c3 into e power 4x. This is yc. This is 1. Anything power 0 is 1. This value you'll get anyhow. Yp equals to 5 divided by d cube minus 4d square. Now immediately you have to know, when you find any constant in the numerator, you have to think that there is multiple e with 0x. So we have to take this one. If I'll substitute 0 in the denominator, everything becomes 0. So we have to write this one in this form now. Factors form, d square common, d minus 4. Now in which factor we will not get 0? We will substitute e power 0 here. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Minus 4 into d square. Now this is minus 5 by 4. Minus 5 by 4 into 1 by d square into e power 0x. Anything power 0 is 1. So we have 1 by d into 1 by d into 1. 1 by d is integral. So integral of 1x plus c is ignored. Minus 5 by 4. Integral x power 1, x power 2 by 2. So this will be minus 5 by 8 into x square. This is the value of yp. Therefore, y is equals to yc plus yp is our general solution. So you have to write yc and yp values, add up, and you have to conclude this. So this is the type. If you'll get 0, what we have to do? So you have to do 5-6 problems in which right side e power ax is there. More 5-6 problems in order to get perfection in this one. Other methods also contains this one. Sometimes first type, second type, third type, all types are there in any one problem also. So this is first type. After learning 4 types, in 5th type you will get all those 4 types in that 5th type. Okay.